Hey everyone, this is Mr. Beckstrom, and today we're going to take a look at one of the homework problems here. So for the data given below, they want us to answer these parts A through F, and they're giving us some information. So they're giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, and they first want us to make a scatter plot with those points. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to our calculator, we're going to hit Stat, and then edit to go to our lists here. And then we're going to put the X values under L1. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then under L2, we're going to put the Y values. So 6, 8, 9, 12, 14, 16, and 18. And double check, make sure those look good. All right, and then we are going to go to our scat plot, which is second y equals. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. And the first selection here, that's for scatter plot. We're using lists L1 and L2. If we need to change those, we can hit second 1 or second 2 for L1 or L2, and you can do that all the way up to, I believe, L6. Go ahead and leave it a mark, and we are good there. Next thing I want to do is I want to go to y equals and make sure that there's no equations in here and only one plot is highlighted. If there's more than one plot highlighted, simply put your cursor over it and hit enter to unhighlight it. So that looks good. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do zoom 9. 9 is zoom stat, which means it's going to zoom across our points there. However, we may need to change that window a little bit, because for the first part, it says which scatter plot is this. And notice that their scales go from the x's 0 to 20 and the y's 0 to 20. So let's make that adjustment. So go to our window and x min 0, x max 20, and the same thing for the y's 0 and 20. And that way, when we graph it, it should let us see something that's going to look pretty similar to what we're trying to find. And I can see that pretty easily as this third one here, as the third one there. So should be our answer there. And then we're going to go to B, and it says find the equation of the line containing the first and last points. So this is not the line of best fit. This is just a line that is going to fit these points pretty well because we're using the first point 3, 6 and the last point 9, 8. Now remember, to find the equation of a line given 2 points, we're going to use both the slope formula and the the point slope formula. So I already did that here. So as we can see, the 2 points, the first one is 3, 6, the last one is 9, 18. To find the slope, you do y2 minus y1, so 18 minus 6 divided by x2 minus x1, your x value of your second point minus your x value of your first point, which is 9 minus 3, and that's going to equal to 2 because we're going to have 12 over 6. Next, we plug that 2 into our equation, our point slope formula, with one of these points here. I usually try to take the easier one, so I took the first point. I replaced my y with the y value here, 6, and my x with the x value here, which is 3. And with the slope there, distribute, add 6 to both sides, and we will get a line of y is equal to 2x. Y is equal to 2x. So just go over here and put y is equal to 2x. Oops, 2x. All right, coming along here, it says graph the line and choose which scatter plot we have. All right, so going back here, I'm going to go to y equals. For there, I'm just going to put 2x, enter. That's my line. Go back to my graph. We can see that's what it looks like. Let's see if we can get a pretty good idea of which one that is. It definitely looks like the third one to me. It's definitely either the first or the third, but the third definitely looks much more like it. So let's close this up. Third one here, and check answer. There we go. All right, now the fourth one, it says use a graphing utility to find the line of best fit. So we're going to do that, and I also know that we're going to need to find the R correlation coefficient. So I'm going to do both at the same time. Now the way that I do that here is, let me make this a little bit bigger now. The way I'm going to do it is first I'm going to turn on my diagnostics if I haven't already. So if you can, go to second 0, which is your catalog, go all the way down, it's alphabetical until you get to diagnostic on, and make sure that that is on. So you can hit enter, enter, and that method will work with both the TI-83 and the TI-84. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to go to stat, calculate, so move to the right, and we're going to do the Lin regression equation, number 4. So number 4, we're using L1 and L2, L1 for our X list and L2 for our Y list. We don't ever put anything in the frequency list. We're going to store this in our Y1 equation. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to hit vars, go to Y variables, and then enter, enter to put a Y1. So it's going to replace my previous equation of Y equals 2x with whatever this line of best fit is, and enter. And these are the values here. So this is in slope intercept form or y-intercept. And the a, so this is the number that goes next to the x. So this is your slope is 2.0357 going out to 4 decimal places. And b is going to be negative 0.3571 going out to 4 decimal places. And your r is 0.996 going out to 3 decimal places. And I just happen to know those decimal places because I did this problem before I did this video just to make sure. All right, so we're going to come down here. So our A was 2.0357. It says round to 4 decimal places. And our B was negative. It already put the minus sign in there, so I don't need to put it in again. 0.3571. Go ahead and check that. All right, very good. Our R correlation coefficient, that's how strong of a linear correlation we had, which is super strong, rounded to 3 decimal places, again, was 0.996. All right, and I think we're down to our last part of this. And it says, use the graphing utility to draw the scatter plot and graph the line of best fit on it, and choose the correct graph below. Okay, so notice it's still on the same scale as earlier, pretty much, except they did a X scale and Y scale of 2 instead of 1. That's really not going to matter. It's just going to show you how many dashes there are. But I will go back over here. And since I already replaced my Y1 with the line of best fit there, I can just go to graph. And there it is. It looks very similar to the one that I had before. That was Y is equal to 2x. And we can see pretty clearly that it's going to be this second graph here. All right. And that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you.